In this video, you will learn how to create any stick figure animation on your PC, just like Rico and Avenue Animation. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to do it step by step process. And for you to be rest assured, this video is also time stamped. So in case you know a particular section, you can just skip that and move to the next word, to the next section.
All
Stay
right,
tuned.
good day to you. So let's begin the tutorial class. This is the first intro after downloading the software. So first, you need to create a new file. So select new. Now, we have many sections on the moho app, and we have the two section. The two is mostly used for drawing. We have the fill section, it's used for printing, and for printing we have the layer section. This is used for selecting the objects as a whole. Then we have the camera section. This is used mostly for animation and for viewing different angles. Okay, we also have the workspace. This mostly is used to, probably you are trying to shift away from the area. Okay, and here we have the zoom. This is to, once you drag the click on the canvas, you hold down the left key button, then you take it, you draw it down, you are zooming out. But if you draw it forward or use your scroll button, then it zooms in. So this is mostly used for the rotation. Okay, so let's undo that. Then this is to rotate in 3D view. Though this is a 2D software, but you can also be used in 3D view. When we say 2D, simply means in form of x in form of y and x axis. But for 3D, it is both y, x, and z axis. Okay, so in order for me to reset this, I'll just click on the set view, then give me back this. So here below is the timeline. The timeline, for every software that you see timeline, it is, that means that software you can actually use it to create animation. All right, then moving on, we have under this, we have the style, where we used to change uh the fill color, the stroke, and there are a lot to it. And here also, if you are familiar with Photoshop or Adobe After Effects, you always have layers. So it works with layers. Okay.
All right, so let's get started. Open up the file. So we're about to import our reference. So click on General Import. Now for the one we'll be using today is this. Okay, so let's open it up. Now from what we have here, you can see the video. So we'll click on File, then Save. That's the first thing. The first rule of thumb is always to make sure you save your documents. Okay, so I'll just call this project 5, and once I'm done with that, so the next thing I would now do is to change the project settings, that is the canvas size. So click this and change it to the project dimension and click OK. So from here now I can now reduce it to this size. Okay, now the next thing to do now is to start creating our workflow. Okay, now first we need to set the frame to 0. Okay, then click on that icon. As you can see, so we'll be making use of frame by frame. So we'll change this, the title, to probably, let me use actor 1. Okay, so this is the first one I would be uh creating now. So what we need to do now on this aspect is I'll use one of those shape options, and from there I would thus try to trace it. Remember, this is a reference, so we're making a replica. Now on this other side you can see the colors which I'm using. So that color give produce this. Okay, and there we can also change it as well. So no problem, we'll be using that for now. So those drag and drop, then pick my transform point. Okay, then double click on that layer, set it to 50, the opacity. Okay, so once we've done that, the next thing to do is to start adjusting the point to match our reference. Okay, start adjusting the point to match the reference. So from there, just drag and drop. Okay, drag and drop. It's quite simple and easy. All right, now just follow the cursor, just follow what I'm doing, just trying to adjust it so that it meets it gets in line with what we have. Okay, so now from here we make use of that to adjust. Okay, to adjust, so click on the curve feature, click on that, hold down alt to adjust that side. Okay, and this other side as well. So it's as easy as that. It's as easy as that. All right, now moving on to the other side, probably. So let's try to see if it's okay. Now the stroke, okay, for the edges. So once I turn that on, you could see the stroke now appearing. So I can just reduce that to have something similar to the reference. Remember, you need to have a reference while you are what animating. And you can also get it, if it's not showing there, you can get it from that window section, which you can see right away on the screen. Okay, now moving on to the other part of the face. So we'll draw the eyeball now. So I'll also make use of let me see, we'll make use of our tools, that is the drawing shape, the oval shape. Also make sure auto stroke is turned on and auto fill are also turned on, so that immediately you draw it, it will appear. Both the auto stroke and the auto fill will appear. Okay, so there I can now what adjust it to fit the reference. Okay, to fit the what the reference. So something like this is quite easy and handy to do. Okay, now from there I want to duplicate this, so just double click on that, make sure your transform option is set is clicked. So copy and paste, Ctrl V, Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So once I've copied that, I also adjust the other eyeball to fit the reference. Okay, And next, would make use of what do we call it? Next, we would want to actually compare the eyes. So if you look at the eyeball from the normal reference, this one I'm clicking on should be at the back. So I'll hold down Alt and my down arrow key to adjust that. Okay. Okay. So there we join the nose as well using our shape as well, thus reducing it. So we need to select on that option so that then when we reduce it, it will take effect. Okay. So I'll also just draw over it like this, as you can see, and also Control C to copy and Control V to paste. Then with that, I will reduce it in that position. Okay, something like that. I will reduce it in that position, and to have something similar to that. Okay. So guys, as this video is still going on, uh if you actually want me to create more extensive video on this, probably you want to see me doing it online, please comment in the comment section that please come online. Okay, then my next video will be an online tutorial on how to do this so that you guys can also join me, and I will tell you things you need to know. Probably you have one or two questions. Okay, so there you just what I'm just doing now is to just hide the that shape. Okay, so you'll be seeing me doing some on and offing is because probably I need to go and do one or two things, so sorry about that. Okay, so from here what I need to do now is to just trying to get a area whereby I can get my shape so that it will more or less look like the reference, because if you look at the reference, the nose area, there's a space in between the big one and the tiny one, so you will see what I'm doing right away now. So I'm trying to adjust the point so that once I hide a particular stroke, it will not if take effect on other aspects. So I will just do that now and hide that. Okay, so once I hide that now, then looking at the reference, so just reduce it. So if I turn it off, you can see what I'm saying. So just reduce it like this and increase that to that level. Okay, all right, now we are still moving on. We are moving on. So what this, I'll just take to the back, Alt with the down arrow key, make sure your shape is selected. All right, so it's as easy as that. Then we're still moving on to the other aspects. So we join the this aspect for the nose as well. Please subscribe, like, comment. It really helped me and it will keep me motivated to create more exciting videos. Thank you so much. All right. So that's Control C and Control V. I'm trying to mimic that section of the eyeball. So change that to white. We place that there somewhere like this. Okay. And Control, yes, duplicate that as well. Something like this, yes. Okay, so we are getting to it. We are really getting to it. Next, just highlight that and copy that. Then we need to flip it. So once we flip it, we have this. Okay, so it's as simple and easy as that. Now select your point just to try to make sure we our vectors is in line with the image. Okay, I haven't done that. Next is to go on to the lip area. So there I'll use under two. Then I can make use of the blue brush. So I'll try to reduce the point and change the color as well. So reduce it to something smaller. Okay, I think this is okay. Now just draw it like this. All right. Now for the lip, I can make use of shape, point, and the likes, depending on whatever I want to use. So I'm making use of add points just to have my point. And the reason why I did that, not using the brush, is because not using the blue brush is because we'll be animating the mouth. Okay, so here as well we can use different aspects to draw the art. So before we even do that, let's draw the iris. Okay, then let me now see. Okay, it's looking nice. So for the art, I will just decide to just change that. Okay, and let's see what we can do. So first I will just delete what I've drawn before. Okay, yeah, I'll skip that in the video. So I've drawn that before. So I just want to show you what I did. So I'll be deleting that, carefully moving to that section to delete what I have here. Okay, and this looks interesting. Now for it might take a while, but I tell you, at the end, it's always a remarkable result. So I'm using my add point. So I would just move like that and just add the point. Turn off the add shape corner. Turn it off so that you can have a smooth edge. Okay, so going like this is a very good idea. Then I'll just move there to join that. So that covers the whole thing. No problem. We can still adjust that. So what I'll just do now is to hide some aspects there. Okay. And you will see. So if I click on that, the fill is turned off. The stroke is still there. Alright. Remember about the fill and the stroke, which I explained in the beginning of the video. Okay. So from there, just continue to do that, and the same thing, try to join the point back there. And there we also do the same thing by hiding the stroke and doing some also other aspects. So just move there, hide. Okay, so I've hidden that. Now after hiding that aspect, and I think I'm good to go. Okay, so this is a very good one. So this is the cap I will just be using. I won't be drawing the one at the back anymore. Okay, so it is easy for you to create your own character. All you need to know is make sure you have a reference, okay, on what you need to do. And that's why I'll continue to tell you, you need to watch my 2D anime class tutorial. Okay, there you have a lot of tutorials that really explain those principles of animation. Okay, I'm so sorry if I pronounce it wrongly. Okay, principle of animation. So from there, we'll just do that. Probably, let me say, trying to do something here and trying to hide it from the rest. I don't think it's going to work. So for now, I will just hide that. Okay, hide that for now, and let's see. So I'm just trying to see if I can fill it a color, but this can be done separately. Then I add it together. But for the sake of this tutorial, uh, the video is a little bit long, so we'll be skipping some aspects there. So for this, I will just undo what I've done so far, and let's move to the next step, because I know you are still eager to learn how does this thing move. Okay, how do we move it? So we're moving the part of the body and the mouth as well. So for this now, I think I will just need to create another mouth shape, because I have selected something and it's not really bringing it out again. Okay, so I'm trying to undo it, but it's still not doing. So to redo is control plus shift plus Z. Okay, so simultaneously, then it will come back to wherever you want it to be. All right, now for the lip again, we'll just do that. Go on to the lip and do the same thing. All right, guys. Okay, now so for the torso, we would make use of a shape. You can also use add points. It all depends on you. So make use of a shape, then just try to marinate it on the reference, so it flows with the reference. You understand? It flows with the what, with the reference, and that is it. So it flows with the reference. Okay, so it flows with the reference. Now just trying to make sure it's okay. So when I did that, to break that, I may press my alt. Okay, with my coffee shop on, so it gave me the illusion to be able to what, to move it in that direction. And the same thing I'm also using there. I'm holding down alt, then I click. Okay, so thus adjusting the position to look exactly as the reference. So from there, I'll turn off the field first, which you can see, then turn it back on. Now there's something I did there. I actually copied the style, okay, the style of the image, okay, which I've explained in the previous video, in the intro to this. Okay, so you can still, you need to still watch that video. Okay, guys, so it's still going, and I mean, you need to still watch it if you have issues with it. Okay, So I'm actually just speeding up things here, but you can slow it down by going on to your video settings on YouTube and reducing the speed, so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, now it's getting to look like what we have over there. The next thing to do now is to draw out the arm. So here is how we go about it. So make sure you are selected on the layer, the actor one. Then we'll try to reduce it like this. Okay, turn it like this, and one more thing, does something like this. Okay, so something similar like this, but the major grace here is thus. Okay, now we try to change the color to that, since it's black. Okay, so that's what I'm actually doing presently. All right, so sorry about that. Now from here we'll set this to this. Then okay, now the next thing to do is we'll need to move like this. Okay, so in this direction, something like this. Okay, so I was trying to see if I can actually hide that. No, but I can't actually hide it. So since I'm drawing everything on the same board, on the same frame, but it's possible when you are drawing the character, there's a way you max your character. So there are full tutorial on that, but nevertheless, just showing you that this is what Rico, Avenue, or any other top character animators. These are one of the software they use to create their characters and build it for you guys to laugh and enjoy the means. Okay, so that's similar to that, and I'm actually what moving to create that. So I'll just try to use the curvature to select to make sure it look straight. Okay, then trying to adjust the points. So the same thing, I would change that. Okay, then the same thing, I'll just copy that the layer style, copy there, then click that and paste. Okay, so it's as easy as that. Then the next thing is to duplicate. We can also duplicate, Control C, then Control V. Then we duplicate what we have there. All right, guys. Okay, now for these other characters, I've named it actor 2, as you can see. Then The same thing applicable. Just need to just follow along, draw this, okay, with the same knowledge you already have. Okay, now that we've have the three characters, next is now to start our movement. So on this frame, what we need to do now is I've copied the first frame down to this frame where the character mouth is being opened. So what we need to do now is to now start adjusting that closed lip to match with the open mouth now. So what I'll just do is to just take my transform, then start adjusting the points to match that section. So it's as simple as that. Uh, every cartoon has their own reference. Okay, probably a reference of people or something, probably a drawing reference that okay, this is how I want him to talk, this is how I need him to talk. So those things are very important for you to learn. Okay, it's simple once you get it right on time. Then we move to the shape to draw to max out the teeth section. So I'll set that to white and also max out draw out the teeth section. Turn off the stroke. I only need the fill since the teeth is white. Okay, something similar to that. Just adjust the point within that region. Adjust it, and that is that. So So the same thing applicable, copy the previous one and paste. Then what the same thing does adjust that. So I notice on the second frame I meant to have hide that to delete that other aspect. Okay, because it's not there on the reference. Now the next thing to do is to just follow the points and follow my reference rather. So in this area, we just want to add the little hand movement. Okay, so I noticed that I did not actually copy the layer, so I meant to copy it first. That is, copy the zero frame first and paste it on that aspect. Okay, so once I paste it, then I seem to go back to that zero now and correct it the way it's supposed to be at the initial stage. So once I slide within that region, the hand also what swings. Okay, so it's, though it might take a couple of while you are mastering it, but once you get it, I tell you, is what you can do in no time. Okay, and like I said, I would want to know whether you want me to create uh more on this. Please drop in comments whether you want me to come online so that we can have a live tutorial. So it all depends on your comments and your likes. Okay, so now moving on to the background, join the background of the image. Okay, once you draw the background of the image, that is, so what I'll do is set that to background, and all from there you can see the background, right? So I'm going to make use of shape now to do that background. Make use of shape to do the background. So what I'll do is get the shape like that, then set them down for the background, the down bottom of the background. So I need to get the colors of the two aspects. So just adjusting the position like that, then getting the color of that. Okay, let's see. What I need to do is to select the picker tool, then paste it. Okay, then this also, select this color, then paste it as well. Okay, so if I turn off the reference and I turn on the other image with this, so it will look like this. And this is how I do create my own. Okay, okay, now that is how to go ahead uh with the movement, I mean the animation. So what I'll do is just to export the 15 frames I've done so far. So I'll set that to 15 and then create a folder where I would save that and set that to that folder and select OK. So I'm using a video as my format. You can also use image, so you can see does that little few seconds, or not even in seconds video, so you can see the mouth. Okay, so that is it. So that is really how they do the creation. So if you really want me to create something like this, so guys, if you really want me to create an extensive video, an online video, please, it all depends on your comment, because you are the driving force that makes me create a video on what you want to learn. Okay guys, so thank you so much. God bless you. Have a nice and lovely day ahead.